Hi guys, Andy here. I'm here to bring you all things mundane and makeup related. If that's your vibe, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to be part of my little slice of the internet. And in today's video, I'm bringing you my June update for the Pile of Shame project pan. So if you want to see how I feel about the Natasha Denona Love Face Palette and the look that I create using these shadows, how we get to this, then let's go ahead and just jump on into it. Okie dokie. So, I want to start by swatching the palette. This is what the palette looks like. Now, we'll talk at the end about the face products, but I do already have them on my face, and I love them. So this is the highlight, which is called Dream Glow. Oh, I don't know if it's allergies, because I used to have allergies as a kid. And did anybody else, like, your allergies just kind of went away? But I feel like I have really bad allergies now. And then we have the cream blush, and that is literally what it's called. Now, I'm going to have so many things to say to you about this when we talk about it at the end of the video. But that is the shade. So those are the face products. And I just wanted to swatch them for continuity's sake, but we'll talk about them at the end. They are already on my face, and I think I've used, because I've kept this in my drawer of, like, palettes that I need to use. I think I've used the highlighter in the last month 10 times, and the blush 9 or 10 times. So, yeah. But it's my first time using the eyeshadows. So, we have Esme, Juliet, and Ico. That's a beautiful trio. So we have setting shade, crease shade, deepening the outer corner. Like, that's what I see from those 3 shades. And then we have the shimmer, the one shimmer, Affinity, which is lovely. We'll swatch that over there. That's beautiful. And then we have Giddy, which I just don't feel like it goes with the shimmer, that's for sure. But I don't know. I'm very confused at what I want to do. But regardless, we're going to start with my eye primer, which that's how much I have left. I'm very excited to finish this one. It's the Julep Shadow Stick in the shade Clay Matte. Because I've said it before, but I don't like this shade. Love the formula. I think I have 4 of these, and I repurchased Desert Matte, because that's the one I finished, and I really, really loved that one. But I don't love this shade. It's worked fine. I have not had a single issue with it, but I just don't like it. It's like, if it was, I don't mind that it's pink. The pink isn't what bothers me. It's a hair too dark. Like, I want an eye base to brighten my eye. Like, and blank it out, personally. But I love these shadow sticks, and it still works beautifully, and I still love it very, very much. But, like, do you see, like, it very much darkens my eye. Just, like, a half step, and I just don't love that. So, we're going to start with, here's what I'm thinking. Obviously, we're going to start with Juliet, put that all over. Then I'm thinking darken it a little bit with Esme, then go into Giddy, and then Ico. And then we'll just take Affinity Sparkly everywhere. That's what I'm thinking, that's what I'm feeling. And we shall see. How much I love this and how much I've used it also makes me want the what are they called? The other Natasha Denona face and eye palettes. The light and the dark one. I mean, I really want the dark one for the eyeshadows because I don't know if the the blush will work for me, but I don't think the highlighter will. But the light version, there is a hair, like, in my eyelash. Haha, I got it. But it's the, like, neutral face palettes, there's the face palettes, but they come in the light and the dark. I want the light one so bad. But, like, I'm just still at this point in my makeup journey. I do not need more cream face products, and that's what it comes with. And if I'm gonna get another cream face product from Natasha Denona, I'm gonna get the My Dream face palette, because I really, really, really want that. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. The shade is lovely. Gimme! Let's take a little bit of Esme. Oh, this is so pretty. Gorgeous. You are gorgeous to me. So, if you don't know, I have, and I'm sorry that every time I have like a talking portion of the video where I can talk to you guys, that I always talk about things that are wrong with me, but like my life is my disability and my chronic illnesses, so like it's kind of all I have. But I have osteoarthritis, which is just lovely. It's in a lot of my joints, but my knees are really, really bad. So like when I talk about my pain and what's wrong, and I'm usually talking like specifically about my knees. So I have been taking a anti-inflammatory. I've been on a lot of them, but the one I've been currently taking, I've been having side effects from, which I don't normally get side effects from medications. So that's been fun. So I started taking it twice a day. That's what they wanted me to do. You know, we're gonna take a fluffy brush. And called my doctor after 2 weeks of starting the meds, and I was just like, hey, here's my side effects. I've had a headache every day. Not where I normally get my headaches and migraines, because I do suffer from migraines. So I knew that it was a side effect from this new medication. And also I Googled the side effects, and that's one of the reported side effects, so I was watching for that. My hands have been so swollen, and the pain in my hands and my wrists has been so ungodly unbearable. And apparently, if you have carpal tunnel, this anti-inflammatory can, if you're having a side effect to it, flare that pain up very, very badly. And like that's something like you need to call your doctor about, because lovely. So I called, and she was just like, okay, well, go down to taking it once a day, and we'll see, hopefully that'll help. Because of course, even though I'm having those side effects, it's been helping with my knees. Gotta love the juxtaposition there. So I was like, okay, I'll take it once a day. So it's been 2 weeks now of me taking it once a day. Nothing has changed. In fact, I think my fingers and hands are more swollen. I've still had a headache every day. Maybe 6 days a week. I might get 1 day without a headache. But okay, I think that's cute. Which brush? That one. And so I called, and I was just like, hey, so still happening. So the nurse, I love my doctor's nurse. She's wonderful. She and he, because there's a male nurse and a female nurse for my rheumatologist, and they're both wonderful. But explained what was going on, and they're just like, okay, well, we'll tell the doctor, we'll call you back later today. Cool, great, fantastic. So they call me back. I have to get a cervical spine x-ray. Yay! I'm so nervous. I've never had one of those. I don't know what that's going to entail. But I have to do that. And then, so I take gabapentin. If you don't know what that is, it's a nerve medication. I take that for my carpal tunnel. So she was like, we could either, you have two options. We could either up your gabapentin, or you could start taking Cymbalta, which I don't think I've ever tried. And I was just like, well, because I have a different doctor who does my gabapentin, the guy who does my carpal tunnel. He will not give me any more, like a higher dose. I'm maxed out on what he comfortably prescribes to patients, which is why I have to go see a specialist an hour away, because I need a special surgery. But, like, I'm capped out at the amount, the dose that he'll prescribe, which is fine. But I told her that, and she got a little annoyed about it, and she was just like, okay. If you guys will give me a higher dose, take over my prescription. Like, I'm just telling you what he told me. Because I've talked to him about that. Like, he will not give a higher dose of the medication. Like, and I was just like, so she's like, well, do you want to try the Cymbalta then? And I was like, if I can take it with my gabapentin, sure, that's fine. And she just, so she sits there and she's typing because I assume she's looking it up because she said yes, but then she's like, well, let me look it up. And she's like, well, we have patients that take them both, but let me talk to the doctor just to make sure for you that that's okay. Which, fair, fine, because every patient's different. Just because that's kosher for one person does not mean it's kosher for somebody else, and that's fine. But then I asked her, I was like, so the anti-inflammatory that I'm on, you want me to stop that, I assume, correct? And she's like, I don't know. The doctor didn't mention anything about that. She's like, so I'll ask, and I'll let you know about that when I call back. And I was just like, okay. And then she verified my pharmacy because she's like, if the doctor says that that's cool, you know, we'll just send it in. And I was like, okay, great. Because, like, I would assume if we're going to start me on a new medication, you would want me to stop that one. But, you know, I'm not the doctor. I don't know. It's just, today's been wild. I'm very nervous for this, cervical spine x-ray. I'm really going to put that light pink on the inner corner, because we might just stick with a matte inner corner. I don't know, I haven't decided, but you can always layer the shimmer over it anyway. Boom. I think that looks gorgeous. Ugh. My NYX glitter glue. Oh, it's so on its last legs. I have to, like, get it in the weirdest angle now to squeeze it. I have a new one. But until it hurts my hands to squeeze that, I am not calling it done. That's good. So yeah, I'll have to keep you guys posted on that, but I'm sure it's fine. I don't know what that's gonna help with. I mean, I haven't even Googled it yet to see, like, what that would do, what it would help with. Like, what the cervical spine x-ray will help with knowing. I'm just letting that glitter glue take a second. And then I pulled out a liner that I think will look good, but I don't, it might be too brown. I pulled out my caramel liner, and I don't know. And then I don't know what lip I want. But let's take this shimmer. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, I love Natasha Denona so much. Personally, would I have preferred that there were two shimmers in this palette? Yeah. Because in my opinion, that's the perfect 5-pan layout. 2 shimmers to 3 mattes. Ooh. so pretty. So I actually think I'm going to take a different brush, go back into that light pink, and just really intensify matte inner corner. Because I don't ever do a matte inner corner, and like, could I add a single shadow? Yeah. And I thought about it. I might. Because I do have a glitter. I do have a pink loose pigment, which that would look really pretty. But kind of digging the matte inner corner. I don't know. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to go off camera, do the other eye, pick a lip. I might do liner. I don't know. It's going to be just a second for you guys, but then I'll come back and we can talk about the palette as a whole. So, one second. Alright, I am back. Here's the final look. So, and I didn't say it in the beginning, so here we are now. But if you didn't know what this project was about, it was started by Sophie Alexandra, and I used her big fat eyeshadow rules to narrow down my collection. And I usually create like 1 to 3 looks. It depends on the size of the palette. Obviously with this, I could no pan left behind these shades in one look. And I don't need to do more than one look with this palette. But anything that scores a 13 out of 20 or less on the score chart is an automatic declutter. And that is based off color story, versatility, quality, and personal ranking. So we're just gonna get right on into it. So, oh, and I did look after charting today's usage. I've used the blush 6 times and I've used the highlighter 10 times. So before we get into the eyeshadows, just to talk about the face products, I will say the highlighter is the normal like cream highlight that I've used in any Natasha Denona palette, like any cream Natasha Denona highlighter. It's that normal formula. It's a nice shade for me. I like it. It's beautiful. This cream blush, like, can you see how, like, chunky this is? First of all, I've never had a cream product from Natasha Denona that I can't pick up with a sponge. This is such a thick, stiff cream. I can only pick it up with a brush, which is partially why it looks the way that it does. Like, I don't know if mine is just old. I mean, I just got this palette. And I got it in a giveaway, so I don't know how long they had it unopened before they sent it out, but this cream is so stiff. But it's beautiful. Like, I have it on today. I do have a powder blush over top of it, but, like, I feel I have to layer it up twice to get pigment out of this blush, and then I do have to use my... This is the brush that I use when I use a cream blush, not usually a liquid blush, but a cream blush because it's a dense, but it's still got, you know, some movement. And it picks it up fine. I don't know. It's weird. But I like it. I like the shades. I will use it. It'll be fine. So now talking about the eyeshadows. I'm still on the firm belief of, like, I don't know if we needed this shade. Like, if this could have been another shimmer, I think I would have liked the palette more. I really debated on adding a shimmer on my inner corner because that's just, I don't do matte inner corners, but I kind of like it. I think it looks nice. But I love these 3 other mattes very, very much. I loved the shimmer. I did like the shade. It performed nicely. It did look nice on the eyes, and I think if you were just going to pair these 2 together and do a really quick look, that would look really beautiful. But, yeah. For color story, I ranked it a 4. So I'm kind of inspired. I like it. I think that it's nice. It doesn't get a 5 because, like I said, I personally wish there was another shimmer. That's just what I prefer in my Natasha Denona 5 pans. And when we're talking about the rankings for this palette, we're just talking about the eyeshadows, not the face palette, not the face products. For versatility, I did only rank this a 2 because it's only kind of versatile. You're realistically only going to get maybe 2 looks. Like, unless you really are only going to pair, like, 1 or 2 shades, I can see 2 distinct looks. Because even if you do the whole 5 like I did, it's really not going to come out any different than if you just do those shades. So I see like 2 distinct eye looks, and even that's kind of stretching it. So I gave it a 2 on versatility, but like in a 5 pan, to me, like, that's the same as like saying a monochromatic palette's not versatile. Like, it's not supposed to be crazy versatile. Like, it's a tiny palette. You're getting that color story to get that color story. So if you like this color story, then you know. For quality, I gave it a 5. It's fantastic. Like, this is great Natasha Denona quality. They're all beautiful mattes. The shimmer is shimmery, sparkly. It's actually, I wish I knew, I could probably Google like what the actual finish of this shade is, but it's a very sparkly shade. So I really like it. And then for personal ranking, I also gave it a 5 because it's 100% in my comfort zone. I love these kinds of tones. Like, this is the pinky purples that I love. Personally, I think they complement my eyes really well. And I loved that shimmer. This is gorgeous. I will definitely be getting quite a bit of use out of this guy. So all in all, it ranked a 16 out of 20, so I don't have to declutter it, and I'm not going to. We are keeping this guy. My question to you guys, just out of curiosity, when it is a face and eye palette, do you put this in your face palettes, or do you put this in your eye palettes? Personally, I think it depends on the palette and what it has in it, but usually I stick them with my eyeshadow palettes. Because I think if I put them with my face palettes, I won't use them as much as if I stick them with my eyeshadow palettes. Plus, I think this looks nice with the rest of my Natasha Denona things. Don't know why I'm putting that away. I still have other videos to film with it for today. But let me show you what we rolled in. I'm very, very excited for the next palette. Dun, 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 dun. My Simply Posh Coastal, which obviously I have not used. That's why it's rolling in here. This is what she looks like. Untouched and beautiful. I think this is perfect for July, perfect for summer. It gives beachy, it gives beautiful, but like still muted. This one, I probably will do 2 looks, I'm thinking, for sure. Like, I want to do like a bluey look and then probably a neutral peachy look is what I'm thinking. But we always swatch the palettes, so I just swatched this one again in this video because I really wanted for me to be able to see it. But now normally I would swatch across and go down, but I think I want to swatch with their little trios because that's how Simply Posh does their palettes. They give you these little trios of a light shade, their shimmers, and a deepening shade. So I kind of want to swatch them that way. So we have Shell, Sunbathe, and Shoreline. And, like, that's so cute. Like, you could just do those 3 on the eyes, and you're set. Their shimmers are so pretty. It's not even funny. Like, that is so stunning. I can't. Can't even. Next we have Island, Tropical, and Palms. Ooh. Okay. These shimmers on my hand literally feel like nothing. That's a pretty trio. I mean, I could do a whole week of this palette and do just trios, because I don't ever do that. We have Wave, Saltwater, and Deep Sea. Oh my god. Like, they're just so sparkly. Sparkly, shiny goodness. Dun, 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 dun. I can't wait to go to Marshall's, maybe this weekend, and get a new set of wipes, because these ones are trash. I bought them because they had cute scents. They had pineapple, it was watermelon, and then an aloe vera, which is fine. But, like, they're from Mask Lab. They're horrible. Like, the quality is just terrible. They rip. They're a weird thickness. Like, I hate these. I hate them so much. And I need to go get a new set of them. Okay, so now we have Seaside, Paradise, and Sea Breeze. Yeah, it's giving saltwater taffy to me, and I don't know why. I haven't had saltwater taffy since I was a kid. Ugh. Like real saltwater taffy. Good, yummy, delicious saltwater taffy. Oh, I want some. That's not a thing I can just get here in Illinois. So next, now we have the Peaches. We have a Tranquil, Serene, and Coastal. Ooh. I really want more from Simply Posh. Like, I want more palettes. I really wanted... They're just... I'm not good at buying things like launch day, the day that they launch, or the week that they launch. And with Simply Posh, they... It's limited release. If you don't get it right then, you're pretty much not going to get it. I just happened to have money, like, when this palette was there, and I was like, sure, let me get that. So we have Warm Sand, Sunset, and Coral. Coral? That kills people. God damn it. Ooh. So, there's the whole palette. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. I am so excited. Like I said, I don't know how many looks I'll do with this. Obviously, we'll do a look together when I film my update, because that's what I try to do, but hopefully I'll be able to show you photos of other looks. But yeah, this is my new palette. And that is going to do it for this update. I'm very excited to be rolling this out and to have a palette that I now know my feelings on, that we're keeping. I'm really happy with the use that I got on those face products. So that is going to do it for this month's update for Pile of Shame. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.